There are many factors that can potentially influence the learning experiences that students go through. Most of these factors can be somewhat managed. Things like classroom management and the affective filter are factors that can be controlled by teachers, providing a better outcome for learners and facilitators alike. But are there any factors that can be controlled by the students themselves? Hi, my name is Luis Jose Alaniz Reyes, and I'm here today to talk to you about learner agency. Learner agency can be defined as the feeling of control or ownership that students have over their learning. Believing that they are in control of their learning provides them with a sense of responsibility, which provides them with the ability to learn and improve. This is all to say that learner agency provides students with a growth mindset. However, do not get confused. Learner agency does not imply that the teacher will hand over control of the class to the students. Instead, it is about understanding that students have a role in their own learning and making said learning more effective in the process. This is because agency is not developed through having control, but rather through having meaningful interactions. This all sounds very complicated, and in a way you would be right. It is hard to achieve true learner agency. Then, why would you want to have it in your class? Learner agency can help students realize more about their learning experiences, as well as their future aspirations. With the help of their teachers, students can take responsibility for their learning, engage more in activities, and become more confident in their potential. This means that the main aspect affected by learner's agency is motivation. In the end, all that you need to know about this is that allowing learner agency prepares students for introspection. It prepares them for challenges and opportunities. It prepares them for success. This makes it sound like learner agency should be implemented in every classroom. If it's so great, then why doesn't everybody do it? Well, it's not that easy. Introducing learner agency comes with a few challenges that teachers must be ready to overcome. Any attempt to innovate presents problems, and learner agency is no exception. The challenges it comes with are unique in their nature. So, here are a few things that you can expect when attempting to implement learner agency, as well as possible ways to approach them. It goes without saying that teachers play an essential role in facilitating learner agency by providing opportunities for students to exercise and develop their agency. However, it is sometimes difficult for instructional innovations to take root. Teachers are at different stages in developing their teaching practice. Novice teachers are often understandably preoccupied with their demands of establishing routines and relationships. Their ability to develop students' agency will progress as they themselves become more experienced. You should be aware that most of the challenges originate from learners themselves. Not to say that they are the main problem, but rather that they are at the center of most of the factors that influence proper learner agency development. Of course, the most important one is the class profile, specifically their age, experience, and knowledge of English. But what about the more obscure factors? Most teachers are familiar with the signs of a reluctant learner: lack of reflective engagement with the learning process, apparent lack of interest in developing skills for thinking about and managing learning, and not being proactive in seeking out learning opportunities. While most students want some degree of choice and appreciate being able to exercise their own agency, some may prefer teacher-directed pedagogy, especially if that's what they are used to. Change of any kind takes time and needs to be introduced in small steps that take into consideration what students are willing and able to manage. Students bring different histories, different identities, different cultural experiences, and their own talents to the act of learning. For teachers, the usual solution to challenges of inclusion is to use culturally relevant pedagogy and differentiated instruction, in which lessons are adapted to learner sensibilities and differences. This can be very helpful, but on its own, it places all the responsibility on the teacher. Personalized learning can be used in tandem with more teacher led approaches to differentiation to foster learner agency. With personalized learning, the focus is on students deciding their own learning paths, based on their identities, their interests, and the way that they learn best. Both approaches to managing learner differences can be useful tools in helping learners develop their own agency and contribute to the greater inclusivity. Hopefully by this point you have realized that, despite these challenges, learner agency is very much worth the time spent pulling it off. But in case you don't, here are a few more benefits that come from it. Learners with a sense of their own agency are more likely to be engaged and invested in their language learning. Students who develop agency are prepared not only for success as language learners, but also for the challenges and opportunities in life beyond the classroom, in the present and in the future. Teachers play an essential role in facilitating the development of learner agency by providing opportunities for students to exercise and enhance their agency. In the end, it is all up to you. But as current students, and more importantly, as future teachers, you should consider looking for more student-centered approaches and ask yourself this: how can I make them care? My name is Luis José Alaniz Reyes, and I wish you happy holidays and happier teaching experiences. Goodbye.